Good evening, friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Allison and my life after 50. And I told you I was going to start working on my bedroom set. There's potential house guests coming, so I really have to get working on this. I have half of the drawers done, and they're upstairs already. And tonight we're due for some snow this week, so I have to get this done. I can do the drawers down here, and then I have to do the rest of the bedroom set upstairs because we cannot move it down here. It's way too heavy and way too big. So my plan is to get these drawers done tonight, and then I will go upstairs and do the rest maybe later this week. Today is only Monday, so I've got days to do it. I had to get my taxes done. They're not done. I had to put all my receipts in order. Oh, so we could take it to the accountant, and that was not a fun day. But I did get to see the grandbaby. My daughter brought him over today, so that was fun. Got to spend some time with him. And anyways, let me get to it. I'm gonna hook up my my phone onto my gimbal if I can find it in this mess, and let me see what I can do. But let me flip you around and I'll show you what I'm working with. So here's the 4 drawers that I currently have to do. I do have one that I finished back here, so that's the color I'm going with. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna do like a brown wax over it. See, the problem is that it's a laminate phony wood, and it's really hard to get anything to stick on it. So what I have to do is I sand it, just to scuff sand it, and then I put on this, let's see what, I put this primer on it, and it 2 coats of that primer on it and let it dry, and then I can put the paint on it, and it really holds. It takes a couple coats, but you can see I'm scratching on it and it doesn't come off. So it really works. And so let me turn this off, and I know I have my gimbal in here somewhere, so let me get that hooked up. Okay, so I've got everything set up here. I have this crazy little wackadoo set up, but I made my own little turntable actually. This used to sit on my desk, and I had paints in here, and it was just a whole kind of setup for my organizing in my craft room. But when I took it out, I'm like, what am I gonna do with it? It's really nice Lazy Susan, made out of Dollar Tree boiler, oven covers. I decided to use it as a paint Lazy Susan, and I put it on top of a Lowe's. On top of a Lowe's canister. So I really don't need to spin this around, to be honest with you. But I also got my primer ready over here. I got my primer ready to go, so as soon as I'm done sanding, I can get my primer rolled out. I put foil in the rolling tin, so it's easy to clean up. I'm all about easy. And I've already changed my gloves like 3 times. But anyways, I might just take my little turntable off, so when I sand it, because I don't need it to sand it, it'll be more stable for me, because all I'm sanding is the front. Let me turn it down now. Sorry guys. All I'm sanding is the front of this drawer. Well, there we go. So let me take this down. Plugged in my sander. And I'm gonna do a quick sand. So that's all I got to do there, and take a wet towel, maybe. Just a wet washcloth. Kind of take the dust off. I'm not painting the inside of the drawers or underneath, so I just really needed this to be roughed up a little bit. Okay, got that dust off. I took the handles off too, as you can see. And now, got my primer, and this is a great Amazon box. Glad I got it. I don't know what came in it, but just take the primer, go across it, make sure it covers really well. I think I got help from a channel. I think her channel name is Lemon to Lemonade. I think she refinishes furniture and does thrift shopping here in Dallas. I think it was her, and I think that's the name of her channel. But all I want to do is get, no. I put too much on here. I don't want there to be any blobs. I want it to be a nice smooth. And I have a dog, and the dog is not even out here, but my German Shepherd is a German shedder. She sheds everywhere. Sorry. You see that better. But I don't want it to be drippy. And there's another dog hair. Darn dog. So I want it to be smooth and not drip on the sides or drip on top. And it gave a really nice coverage, so it just looks like a solid white. Why am I getting some bubbles? I learned from the other drawers. I have one drawer that has, I couldn't even sand it down. It had lumps in it, and I didn't get it while it was wet. And I thought, oh, I can sand it in between coats, and it wouldn't sand down. So got to do this. Just want to do the top so when you open the drawer, make a mess when there's nothing to make a mess with. Dog fur. We love our animals, but come on, really? See if I can get my rag. I spilled some on the drawer. The dribble went on my drawer, and it looks like I was able to get it off. Whew. Okay. So it got nice coverage, and I was able to wipe this off. Like I said, when it's a particle board like this, nothing sticks to it. And it's easy to come off when something does stick to it. So anyways, you can't even see. This is the coverage. Came out really nice for a first coat. And then I'll scuff sand it again when it dries here in a minute. And I'll put one more coat on for a primer. So let me turn you off and I'll be right back. Okay, so it looks like all I'm gonna get done tonight is the priming. I put 2 to 3 coats on each drawer. But it is not going to dry as fast as I'd hoped. It's really, really cold out. So I think I'm going to bring them inside so they will dry in normal temperature. And we're supposed to get like freezing rain and snow in the next couple days. And that's why I wanted to get most of it done out here and then do the inside. But I cleaned up, see, I just folded up the tin foil and threw out the roller, the foam roller, and I got a nice smooth look. It took a few coats to get that to be smooth, but I did. So while I was at it, I did a coat of polyurethane after I sanded this little rocker down that I got the other day at the Goodwill or Thrift Giant for it was 12 something, and I got 25% off, so it was around $10. So I did some wood filler where it needed to be done, and I sanded everything down, and I just sprayed it with polyurethane so that whatever paint I use will adhere to everything, and we'll see how that goes. Oh, and the other day, I think it was last week, I was rolling my drawers out, and I got one of these nifty paint bags to hold your paint when you're not using it, and it works because my roller is still soft and it has paint on it. So all you do is you put your roller in it and you do the drawstring, and you can keep the paint in there, and you don't ruin your roller when you know you need to use it again. I didn't think it would last that long. I did an experiment and I put one in a different bag in the refrigerator. I heard that helps too. And so far that one is just as good. It's still soft, so when I am ready to paint, I'll take them both out. The other thing was, these were the handles. Hold on, I'm getting them out. Maybe. So these were the handles of the drawers. They had, hold on. Good evening, everybody. So I finished cleaning up the garage after I did all that sanding and priming of the drawers because it was getting really cold out there. And I came in and I freshened up, took off my makeup, and put on some night cream my mom gave me. I don't know how it's gonna work, but it's burning my face right now. So anyways, you know, every day I kind of reflect back on how the day went, And I realized something. Patience is a virtue I don't have much of. I hate watching paint dry. Does anybody like watching paint dry? I wanted to get those doors done so bad, and I thought that the primer would dry fast enough for me to get the paint on, but it was so cold out, I don't think that it was the right temperature for it to dry. I got 2 to 3 coats on, which you've seen in this video. I haven't clipped it together yet, so to me, you haven't seen it yet, but when you're watching this, you would have seen it already. But I got the coats on, and the primer looks really good. But I do not like painting. I like the finished product. And I decided I will not be a furniture flipper. I don't have the patience for it. I don't have the patience for the sanding and the wiping and the cleaning and the waiting. Everybody online and YouTube makes it look so easy because we can fast forward things and we can make it look so simple. It's not. It's time consuming, takes a lot of power and effort. And I can't stand sometimes that long. My legs start shaking or my hands are shaking, but when you're using a sander, electric sander, your hands are already shaking. But then I'm like a bull in a china shop because I'm bringing in the drawers to dry inside because I only painted the front of the drawers so they can sit inside, but I'm bringing them in and bam, I knock into my dryer. My dryer's not that old, so I got a nice dent in the dryer. And, yep, I'm a bull in a china store because I just clop, clop, plop, put everything down. I say I make more of a mess, but actually I cleaned up a lot. I cleaned up the garage, so everything is nice and tidy out there. I traded my nice piles so I can take it up to my craft room and just paint the rest tomorrow. Fortunately, the paint has no odor, which is great. I love the paint that I'm using, and the primer had no odor, so that was great. It's just, I just want it done, so I moved too fast to get it done. It's a process, and you just have to take your time. And my ADHD brain keeps going, I got this to do, I got that to do, I got this to do. I had mentioned before today I had to get my receipts together for taxes. So I made myself sit there and just do that. Even though there was a little part of my brain running around going, oh, but I can put this together, or oh, I can clean this up. And I would start to move on to something else. I'm like, no, sit your butt down and get the taxes done. So I did that. I got them all pulled out, all the receipts, and I'm pretty good about dumping them in one place. That, at least I'm organized about just dumping receipts in one place. But then I wanted to put them by month, and so I paper clipped each month together, and now I have to just add them up. And then I have to just go online and get my total sales for the year. I'm gonna be at a loss because I buy way too much, but my business is new, and they say you always end up taking a loss the first couple years. But I haven't been buying that much now with my husband out of work and me struggling to do a little DoorDash here and there, and working at the antique gallery. So haven't been buying much, thank goodness. Cuts my spending. It's sad that's what it takes to cut my spending, but anyways, well, I just wanted to check in and say goodnight, and I hope you enjoyed this little journey with me on refinishing my 1980s bedroom set. I can't wait for it to be done because I got a lot to do still, but I feel like I made a lot of progress so far. And we might have a surprise visitor coming to stay with us, and he's an interior decorator. Ah! Family member, but still, he's going to give me so much of a hard time. My husband doesn't know he's going to come, but I got to get this done soon. I'm under the gun. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It will make my channel grow. I'm up to 76 subscribers, and I want to get to 100 so bad. That's what I really, 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 really want to do. I want to get to 100 so bad. So let's see what we can do. Thanks, guys. Have a great evening, and keep hanging in there because I am, and I know you can.